Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan Alex. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe, become part of the tribe. Awesome and great things happen over here, okay? And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. So today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some handbags that I have bought and sold and the reason why I sold them. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. The first handbag on my list is my Fendi belt bag. Now, this bag had a little bit of a sentimental value because it was like one of the first things that I purchased, or handbags, things that I purchased for myself after my breakup that I speak about that happened years ago. But this was an item that it made me feel like, because shopping is my therapy, so this was like one of those pieces. However, once I was over it and once I was tired of wearing the bag, I was like, it's gotta go. I'm not using it. So the reason why, okay, so let me just explain the bag. So it is a belt bag. It can be worn as a crossbody because it has a long chain that attaches to it, so you can wear it as like an evening bag or a crossbody bag, a belt bag, or just a clutch. So I love the bag for the versatility. It was small enough to, wear out to dinner. You could wear it, kind of day to day if you just wanted like a clutch, and it did fit my phone. It didn't fit a whole lot of stuff, but for the purpose of the bag, like it worked really well. So I wasn't like disappointed in the use that I got out of the bag. Like I loved it. And plus the belt that it comes with, if you're a belt person, I'm really not. You can use that belt and wear it outside of wearing it with the bag. So I like that, which kind of is the thing with most belt bags that can be that are versatile. So, yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about the bag other than the fact that I just wasn't reaching for it anymore. So I typically wore this bag as a belt bag. I very rarely wore it as like a crossbody or like a clutch or anything like that. I usually wore it as a belt bag because I just preferred the way that it looked. And it was a great bag. I didn't see myself wearing it in the next 4 or 5 years. So I was like, you know what? It's just sitting in my closet. I might as well sell it because I'm not wearing it. So that was bag number one, and it had to go. The next bag on my list is my black Fendi baguette. Now, you guys saw me unbox this bag as a birthday gift to myself. I was very excited about this bag. I actually love this bag. Honestly, the items or the bags on this list, I really have no complaint about. But yeah, this was just a bag that after I wore it, because like I said, I got it for my birthday. After I unboxed it, I began wearing it every day. So I felt like once I put it back in my closet, I wasn't going to wear it again. Like, it is a classic Fendi bag, and it was black leather, so it's a classic bag. I do recommend the bag if that is something that you are looking to purchase. However, I just felt like I was no longer attached to the bag after I put it in my closet. Like, I didn't care enough about it to keep it, if that makes sense. So another thing with this bag, which is kind of just something to think about, because of the shape of it, it holds quite a bit. Like, don't get me wrong, it holds quite a bit, but it's still like short in height, if that makes sense. So you can't put a whole lot of stuff in it without making it look bulky and just like stuffed. So that was just one kind of drawback. Not that I even carry a lot of stuff, but just putting that out there. The straps on it can be removed, so you can wear it just as like a top handle, or you can wear it over the shoulder. Now, this bag is not a crossbody. I know we look for every bag to be a crossbody bag. This bag is not a crossbody. The strap is pretty short, so it's mostly meant to be a shoulder bag. However, on some occasions, I would wear it crossbody, but again, I'm like 5'3" at most, and it still kind of hit me above my waist area. It didn't sit comfortably as a crossbody, although I would still kind of put it crossbody if I needed it to be. So that was one thing that I was just like, the strap is kind of like awkward. I just wasn't in love with the bag. Now I do have the Fendi baguette in the shearling fur, and I love and adore that bag. It's crazy because they've come out with a new version of it, and I've considered getting the newer version of it just because I love it so much, and just to have like a fresh one. I don't know, sometimes I do that. But I said that to say I love the bag. I love the baguette style. It is classic Fendi. I feel like that is true to brand. So it is a bag that if you love it, it can be a forever bag. So I already had the baguette bag, or the baguette style, in the shearling leather, in the shearling fur that I just preferred most in the bag. And I honestly, once I stopped wearing the bag, I was already over it. Like, it wasn't like a wow to me. It wasn't like the bag that when I seen it in my closet, I'm like, oh, I haven't worn that, I need to pull it out. Like, I literally was just like, I wanted to wear this bag. I got to wear the bag, and now I'm over it. So it's gotta go. And I sold it. Next bag I have on the list is my Louis Vuitton GM Alma in the black epi leather. Guys, this bag is such a classic bag in my opinion. I feel like it's one of those things that Louis Vuitton should stick to and keep making right. But I sold it. So it is the GM size. I don't know if they are still in production, if they're still making them. I can't remember. But I know that it was a bag. It's the largest size. So I was literally only wearing the bag to work or as like a work bag, tote style bag, because it is large. Like, I wasn't really wearing it just every day anymore because I'm kind of like in the phase of more medium bags that I can wear on my shoulder, or something that is a little more versatile in how I can wear it, especially if I need my hands free. And that bag is just a top handle bag. So that's the only way you can wear it. And it is the larger size. So in my opinion, it's really not something that's day to day, something that you can wear every day because of the size of it. And again, like, I wasn't really wearing it like that unless I would wear it to work or to something like that. And it wasn't worth to keep in my collection. And plus, I did not prefer that style of bag as something that I can keep in my collection forever, because that's kind of like how I like to collect bags. I want to be able to wear them and like them forever. And if I'm not, then it doesn't make any sense for me to keep it. So it had to go. This next item on my list is another Louis Vuitton handbag, which it is still a bag that I would highly recommend. It is the Pochette Matisse. Now, this bag, I would say about 2 years ago, a year or so ago, it was hard to get. Like, it had gotten extremely popular. Everyone was looking for them. They were sold out. It was like they weren't coming in stock on the website. You just had to like pop in and see it. And if you saw it, you got it, or you had to get a shopper. I ended up getting mine from a shopper. She found me one, I think in, I want to say France, I believe. But it was somewhere she had a relationship out of the country, and she found me one, and I was like, I'll take it. I believe people were paying high premiums on this bag. Like, that's how popular it was. But this to me is still like a classic bag for Louis Vuitton, because I can't remember the exact name, but we've seen a vintage version of this bag before, and it's kind of like just been reworked. It was a top handle crossbody. The strap on it could be removed, it could be adjusted, you can put the strap on other things. And honestly, I wore this bag the most. Like, This was my go-to bag. I was wearing it out. I was wearing it day to day. I was wearing it like, this was my favorite bag. I'll just put it like that. It was my favorite bag, which is why I still highly recommend it. If it's something that you're considering, I say go for it because I still think that it's worth it. Now, I happen to sell it because I have not worn it in literally over a year probably. And I was not reaching for it. I knew it was in my closet. I knew that it was there, but I wasn't seeing myself getting it, picking it out of the closet. And I even had the strap, I took off the strap and put on my multi-pochette accessoire strap with it. And I love the way that looks. So if you have both bags, you can do that. But I wasn't gonna wear that bag in like 2 or 3 years. Now, if anything changes, I'll just go rebuy the bag. But as of right now, I just didn't see myself wearing it in the future. And as you will notice with the things that are on my list, if I don't see myself wearing it in the future, I I just sell it. I'm not gonna like just hoard it unless it's a special item. It's a novelty piece. It's a conversation starter. It's something that was a special edition or something of that sort. Then I'll keep it just to have for keepsakes. But if it's just like a classic bag that I know I'm not gonna wear, I'm not gonna keep it. And then I'm the type of person where if down the line I feel like, oh, I want this bag again, I'll just repurchase it if it's that important to me. But so far I have not missed a bag that I've sold except one. Next bag that I have on my list is an item that I have not sold yet, but I'm getting ready to sell. And it is gonna be my Louis Vuitton Speedy 35 in the damier. This was another bag that I was like, this is my bag. This is my go-to bag. I wore it every day, but it's still kept in pristine condition. Like, I have not worn it, I would say, in a good 2, maybe 3 years. Probably haven't worn that bag in 3 years. It is a classic, iconic Louis Vuitton bag that I do recommend if you're considering purchasing a Louis Vuitton bag as your first handbag, or you're considering the bag. I do recommend it because it can also be used as luggage or a travel accessory. But I added it to the list because of the fact that I'm not wearing it, and when I'm not wearing something, it's gotta go. But it is another bag that is a top handle bag, and it doesn't have the strap that I can just like wear across my body to like free my hands if I am traveling, or if I am running errands. I don't have that versatility with the bag. Not that every bag has to have versatility like that, but for a bag like that I would travel with, I would want a little more versatility. So like I said, it could be used as a travel accessory. So like a carry-on type tote bag that I could travel with. So that is a reason why I consider keeping it, and because of the fact that it's iconic and it's a classic bag. And plus, when I got it, I think the receipt said it was like $600 or $700. Maybe like six or $700. So I'm like, I don't want to sell it for the fact that I got it for that price compared to what it is now. That's the only reason why I still have it in my closet. And plus, I'm like, well, maybe one day, what if it's something that I can like give to the baby, or something that I'll need it for that. So that is kind of like a reason why I haven't sold it, like sent it off. But I definitely am strongly considering selling it, because at this point in my life, I'm not wearing it and I don't really have much of a use for it besides travel and the possibility of using it for the baby, which, like I said, if it's something that's that important to me, then I'll buy it at the time. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. I have not sold it yet, but it's already being prepped to send. This final bag on my list is an item that I sold and semi-regret, I guess. It's gonna be my Chanel vintage medium. Black caviar with gold hardware. Y'all know I'm a gold hardware girl, so it was kind of like, wow, I really did that. So this was probably, I think, my first Chanel bag. I think this was my first Chanel bag. I was very excited to get it because it was Chanel, and it just meant so much to me because I'm a Chanel girl. Like, I love Chanel. I've always loved Chanel. However, I did sell it because I had purchased my jumbo, and I have like the colors in that. I have my Coco hand. I have other bags that I was wearing more of than I was that bag. Plus, the size of the medium is really a small, so you can't fit a whole lot of stuff into it. If you're wearing it as a day bag, you really can only fit your essentials in it, you know, a card holder, phone, keys, you know, different stuff like that. It's not a bag that you can like pack to capacity. Not that that's what I do, but just FYI, you can't fit a whole lot of stuff in it. I was, however, using it more as a evening bag because of the size. And then the strap on it, the double strap sits pretty high on you. It's almost like it's not too far from under your arm. And then when you wore it with one strap, it came to right at my waist area. So there was literally no versatility with the bag. And plus I wish that it was just like a little bit bigger, and perhaps I would not have even considered selling it. But now the reason why I say I regret it is because I want a medium. Now I do want a medium caviar, but I already had the medium. Like, I already had it and it was a gift, so I didn't have to buy it. And plus it's a classic bag. Like, I just feel like vintage Chanel is such a mood and such a vibe. It's one of those things where it's still sought after, you know what I mean? So it's such a classic. I really don't have too many cons as far as you know, the bag and having that type of bag. Is literally just the size of the bag, and if it's something that you would wear, and I wasn't wearing it, which is why I sold it, because it wasn't big enough for me to carry every single day and house things. You know, sometimes you just throw stuff in your bag and, you know, you go back and clean it out or whatever. I couldn't do that with the bag. So I was like, let me just sell it. And now that I've sold it, I'm like, I want a medium, and I wish I would have had it because I have a jumbo. I could have had the medium for just the purpose I was using it, as an evening bag or, you know, something like that. So that is a bag that I wish that I would have kept and will consider purchasing. I will buy another medium, but whether or not it's a vintage version or a newer one, caviar lambskin, I don't really know. They are very popular right now, so that is another reason why I would say if you have one, hold on to it, don't sell it. But yeah, that's just what I did. I still think about it to this day, and I'm just like, why? But I did it. You know, sometimes, you know, we mess up, we make mistakes, but that's where we at with it. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. That's going to be all the handbags, or most of the handbags that I've sold and why. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, drop a nice comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I post again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.